Yo, what is that?
It's a Supra, man.
Oh my god.
What's going on, everybody? I'm here with our newest Black Card member, Justin, from Flipzco, and he brought his beautiful Mark 4 Supra. All right, Justin, so you brought your beautiful Mark 4 out. Yep. You want to tell us a little bit about your car?
It's a Supra.
All right.
No, so this is a 1994 Toyota Supra, original turbo car. Does have the V160 trans in there. A lot of people always ask me, is it an NAT? Is it an NA? Not necessarily. We wouldn't have this turbo inlet on the headlight if it was an actual twin turbo car, but it's now to the single turbo. We have a Precision 6870 turbo in it with all Brian Crower everything. Mostly the bottom end's built, the top end's not really that crazy just yet, and we also still have the stock manifold as well. We didn't do anything super crazy when it comes down to the car. We wanted to make big power, but we also wanted to make persistent power or consistent power. So there is a gigantic amount of lag when you have a 68mm turbo, but it's also it literally snaps on when you need it, or when we're racing CJ when he takes that Viper out.
So, do you mind if we take a look?
Yeah, we could pop that hood. Oh yeah, sorry. Not my car. So don't mind the red engine bay. The car is an actual original red car. If you guys can see, it's a 68 mil, so it has that gigantic turbo, ball bearing turbo, what Jesse would say. And then you also have a lot of carbon on the car. Gonzi Tuning is the actual man with the plan. He's the one that built this whole entire motor right here. The motor has about 12,000 to 14,000 miles, I want to say. Since ownership, this motor was already previously built. Moving forward, the intake manifold side, I would love to have this whole throttle body, everything completely done. But with that, you're also looking at another, I don't know, maybe 15 to 18 horsepower, but you're also looking to add another $1,500, $1,800 pay that I really don't want to put into the car, and then retune it again for another $1,000 or $2,000. Looking forward to this summer. 2020 was such a weird year. I had so many plans for the car, wanted to do all the motor work to it, but what we're gonna do is stay on 93, splash some 110 in it and call it a day. We do have the flex fuel system where we can run E85 if we want, but I don't want to be one of those 1,000 horsepower super clubs where I could barely drive the car. It has, like I said, the V160 in it, and it also has the RPS triple carbon clutch, so when you do step on the clutch, I do still stall it a lot. It's just one of those situations, if you're not fully up and fully active and not driving it like a race car with a lot of revs, the car likes to just get jumpy on you and get a little bit hoppy. The car was originally on BC coils when I first started. BC is really good coilovers, but I wanted to step up and upgrade with the actual dampening, so I switched over to the Tyne coilovers, which I thought is a lot better. It drives like a Cadillac, drives a lot smoother, hugs corners a little bit better. The stock sway bars, when you come down to the actual wheels itself, we have Workmeister SP1s. They are, and I get all these questions all the time. I'm gonna pull this down. I get a question all the time. It is 19 by 10 plus 18 up front to clear these big SRT8 Brembo brakes. And then in the rear, you have a 19 by 12, and it's, I believe it's a 0 offset in the rear. You could also hit up JP fiberglass for the actual runners as well, for the side skirts. A lot of people ask where I get those from, so this car was 100% different when I first picked it up. It had a lot of different body kits and stuff like that on it. I always loved Supras with factory bodies, but wanted to throw in my own little taste into it, my own little swing. My father definitely inspired this build as well. There was a lot of things that we've always dreamt of a 94 Supra looking at. It was persistent in like this unimaginable way, and we finally got there. And I don't know, it's different. I definitely wanted to run like the Hoosiers in the rear, but with the big brakes, it was either get rid of the big brakes and then run like the Hoosier style setup, but it was one of those things where I would rather stop the car than get more acceleration out of the car and not stop it as well. So kept the Brembos in the rear. Right here, so our sponsor too on this car is Falcon Tire. They hooked us up with the 510, their summer tire. They don't really have anything for the actual big wheels like 19. Falcon's coming out with a new tire that'll actually be more aggressive than the actual 615K pluses. So that will be on the car. We're gonna run more meat on the rear tire as well. And then in the rear, you actually have the TRD Pro diff, if you want to call it, the TRD Supra diff in the rear. That's like an $8,500 diff, to the point where if you break the diff, I'm probably going to be out for the whole entire season. It's a really expensive differential, but you really do feel it when it comes to actually putting the power to the ground. We used to have a carbon TI exhaust. We just have a standard HKS exhaust now. The carbon TI was kind of like falling to pieces from just scraping and rubbing and having too much damn heat. And then, you know, what's a Supra without two-step? We turned a two-step off just to preserve the turbo itself, for the fact that every single meet we used to go to, it used to just be like two-step, and then we would do it, and then I would always feel like I was putting too much pressure on that specific turbo, to the point where I don't ever want that to be an issue. Want to keep the car for as long as I possibly can the way that it is. The car was originally wrapped by 506 wraps. Like I said before, the engine bay is the original color, which is that red. We want to preserve the color for future dates, so you might see this car red once again. You can walk back. My dad actually did that mod. This is the LED flash mob. So when you do hit the brakes, your taillights come on, but so does the actual flasher on the bottom. I forget, Shine Auto has the actual rear diffuser itself. It's super diffusing like.
It's so aggressive, man. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it definitely changes up, but with working with subscribers and stuff like that, I feel like I'm gonna take them off when I do get bigger tires, just to have that, I guess, OEM style look, especially with the OEM wing. And for all you guys on YouTube, if you're asking me why I don't have a TRU wing, why not? Like, I'm gonna have an OEM one. I like it a little bit better. It looks a little bit more subtle. It's something that I've always wanted a Supra to have. The TRD is kind of more aggressive. It would go great with the diffuser, and that's why I feel like they clash. So one of them's got to go, and I feel like it's gonna be the diffuser soon. Moving into the interior itself. Don't film the door, James. There's a lot of carbon, there's a lot of gauges. Sparco steering wheel. I wanted that smaller steering wheel setup. I'll find exact numbers and send it over to CJ. Sparco seats with the reclinable ones. Moving into 2021, I'm probably gonna hit up Miro over at MT Fabrication. We'll do a half cage. Don't want to really do door bars on this specific car, but I definitely want to get more rigidity out of it. So we're going to do a half cage, so we'll probably have like the white X bars in the back to kind of give it that look, and then the overhead pillars as well. And got the kicker sound system from 1998 in here. Vintage.
Oh yeah.
And there's just a bunch of stuff. I wasn't really prepared to do a whole walk around, guys, so if my car's dirty, I apologize about that.
It's winter in New Jersey.
Yeah, it is winter.
Keep your car clean when you're driving it.
And then, yeah, I mean, basically that's it. It's just kind of like a quick 5-minute walk around, if you want to say. We're probably at like 10 minutes now, right?
What's on your window there?
Oh yeah, this is the GS Motor Club sticker. It's finally stamped, and so is my VIN number, but we'll wipe that out. But yeah, we got the GS Motor Club sticker right here. Shout out to the homies over at GS Motor Club. Definitely like, share, subscribe right on their channel. CJ and John are doing really great things out here. They're doing it for the community, and they're not just doing it for their self-liking. And truly appreciate it and blessed that I was able to kind of link up with these guys and look forward to seeing what 2021 brings. Keep an eye out, especially with the C5 Corvette. I got something special for these guys for sure. Oh, yeah. So we look forward to it, and yeah, hopefully at the next GS Motor Club meet or Carlos meet, we'll be able to bring the Supra out and also the other JDM toys that we'll save for another day for a walk around for sure.
All right, everybody, this has been Justin's build breakdown on his beautiful 94 Mark IV Supra. Like he said, there's gonna be a lot more to come. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more action. Thanks, Justin, for coming out, dude.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Happy to have you as a member.
Look forward to collaborating with you guys more often.
Yeah, check out Flipzco on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got another video.
Comment below if you want to see more action with this Supra, too.
So, you forgot out a very important part. So where do you work now?
So I started working over at Jack Daniel's Audi in Paramus. Shout out to that whole entire squad. They got a great team there. I'm a salesman, so if you guys ever need anything, especially RS6 Avants, R8s, RS7s, anything, even can be your base A3, I'm your guy. We're in Jack Daniel's Audi in Paramus on Route 4, 123 West 4, yeah, Google it. But other than that, I've been enjoying it over there, learning more about the German engineering, and it's really, really cool. Cars drive super awesome. They handle amazing, and yeah, it's definitely weird. And if you ask me what my dream car was before this, it was a Mark V Supra before the Mark V Supra came out, but I'm looking at the next car, not even an R8. You would think it'd be an R8, but I would love to have either an RS5 Sportback or an RS7. Super cool cars. You guys got to come and test drive, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to check him out, guys. Anyone that needs anything, hit him up. He's your guy, pre-owned, new, you name it, he's got you.